Yo, 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 yippee yay, yippee yay. It's my first bike, and I've had it not quite for a year yet. And I feel like I'm ready to move up to a 600, even though there's an infinite amount of things that you can learn riding any bike, honestly. This bike, CBR 300R, 2015. This thing has been dope. Yeah, I've definitely enjoyed this bike. Fallen a couple times, you know, all that. And I'll show y'all like some of the battle scars. I haven't really changed anything on it, but I am planning on changing what's here. This little doohickey shindig jig. And on the other side, I'll show y'all in a second. But yeah. 300, 250, 400, 500 are good bikes to start out on. Even, 650s, but the 650 can even be a little bit too much for some people who have, no experience. If you have zero experience, yeah, I would highly recommend starting out on a starter bike. Operating a motorcycle is nothing like operating a car, not even close. In fact, operating a motorcycle, it makes you a better driver. It made me a better driver. It gave me more awareness and and it made me look out for motorcycles a little bit better. This helmet looks like just a piece of blueberry pie. It's beautiful. It's my favorite helmet, but the only thing about this helmet, this is like the least comfortable helmet. It doesn't quite fit my head shape, but I just got it because it looks good. It still fits me, but I had to wear it in, for like maybe 2 weeks. So I had to wear it in. It felt pretty good the first time I put it on, but then after that, it just started feeling better and better and better literally every time I wore it, it started feeling better. But what the heck was that? Did you hear that? I'm right next to Top Golf, so I don't know what kind of noise y'all might hear. Anyway, if you get your first bike and what's up, man? Oh, what's up? I think that's a special needs guy. Oops. I laughed at him and now I feel bad. Whoops. So at least I was nice to him. God bless the fella. When people say stuff like the throttle is only going to do what you tell it to do, it's like, duh, of course that's what it's going to do. Of course the throttle's going to do what I tell it to do, but I don't know what to tell it. Like, you're not teaching me anything. That makes no sense to tell somebody something like that. If you tell somebody, oh, just start out on 1,000, start out on a super sport, start out on a big boy bike, whatever bike you wanna start out on. Stay away from people like that, seriously. Those people are going to get you hurt. First of all, this bike will throw you off of it, so don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. This bike will toss you right off, and you will be wondering, like, what was in the road? Did I run over something? Are my tires wet? Do I have an oil leak? No, you just don't know how to ride yet, and it's okay. Start on a bike like this. This bike has more than enough power, especially for someone who's new. There are experienced riders who keep bikes like this. They keep like a 600 or even 1,000, and they'll keep like a 300. You'll keep a 250 or a Ninja 400. So I mean, it's not about how fast you can go. When you're on the road, it's more so about how much you can maximize the potential of the bike that you have. And the potential of the bike usually far succeeds the person who's riding it, like 8 times out of 10 at least. The majority of people they cannot. I mean, okay, I'll put it this way: the guys who that you see on YouTube, you know, the Davizio and Rossi and those guys. A lot of those guys were literally trained, like they grew up riding as children. They grew up riding like small bikes as little children. Before they could like barely even run, they knew how to ride a motorcycle. And it's something that is just really ingrained into some people's family culture and their heritage. It's second nature to them. These people have been riding motorcycles for so long that they know the ins and outs. They don't have to think about what they want to do. They just do it. They know the limits of their grip. They know the limits of the tracks that they're on. You know, they know the limits of their ability in the like just all the lean angles, the tire contact patches, and how much grip you have at what speeds, how much trail braking you can do and let off of at a certain time, and you know what I mean, how much you can put on the gas after trail braking, how much you can lean while doing that, how to pass people, what lines to take. It becomes really complex, and for you to learn all these things, that's maybe half of the stuff that you can learn on a motorcycle. But for you to be learning all these things on a super sport, you are literally asking to drag yourself down the road. You're literally asking yourself, you like, dear God, please give me a motorcycle that I can drag myself on the asphalt with. Thanks, big fella. Like, that don't make no sense. It just doesn't make sense for somebody to tell a new rider, yeah, start out on 1,000, because it's just gonna, the throttle's only gonna do what you tell it to do. Of course, that's what the throttle's gonna do. The problem is you don't know what to tell the throttle to do. So you're gonna tell the throttle to do anything. That's like walking up, that's like going to Indonesia and saying, I've never spoken this language before, but I mean, as long as I just tell my mouth what to do, then they'll understand me. But the problem is you don't know what to tell your mouth to say, because you don't know that language yet. It doesn't make any sense to tell somebody that you can start out on a super sport, because you probably can't. The type of people who can start out on a 600 are, you know, maybe somebody who just grew up around bikes and they never owned one. I mean, I know a number of people who said that they started out on, you know, like 1,000 or whatever bike they wanted, 750s, 675s and all that. But those people, you're exposed to bikes. They have friends who they rode on the back of their bikes, or they actually drove their bikes. They actually operated their bikes before, and they have, you know, some experience, and they understand some of the ins and outs, you know, some of the basics, and they can survive. They can learn more than what they already know. But somebody who doesn't know anything, you are literally asking yourself to get dragged down the street, and that's just a terrible idea. So start out on something like this and you will be good to go. Oh, I don't know if y'all noticed this. All right, so I was practicing wheelies. The first day y'all started practicing wheelies, I took the bike all the way back. I ended up rolling my bike, and I was literally laying on the ground laughing.